I'm Corbett Wall with DV Auction, here with your feeder flash for Thursday, June the 7th, where the June live cattle futures are running down potential trade for this week's fat cattle market, but we have no idea what that's going to be, but it's looking more and more like it's going to be higher and not just steady like we were hoping for earlier in the week. But it's fun to watch the board chase down higher cash for a change, especially being the fact we're running into all these cattle that we were supposedly running into, the big wall of cattle, and it's turning out that they're not quite as big as what the advertisement was. But look at the board on Wednesday. August live cattle futures up 52 cents to end the day at 104.57. Your June spot live cattle up $1.10. It's been up more than your out front months every day this week, but up 110 to end the day at 108.30, which is closing in on what last week's fat cattle trade was, from 110 to 111, but likely to be higher this week. August feeder cattle up 62 cents to end the day at 146.75. October up 82, and starting to see a bigger spread with your out front fall gaining ground on what your current market is, with October up 82 cents and out in front at 148.45. Your fats, we've had very minimal trade on a direct basis in the 5-area feeding region, or anywhere for that matter on fat cattle trade, with less than 1,000 sold, which is nothing. About the only significant trade we've seen in the 5 areas on a direct basis was in the Iowa, southern Minnesota region, where there was 210 head of premium quality steers sell at 116. Your fed cattle exchange had no sales, with just under 600 head on offer, but 2 pens were PO'd at 110, so you could see that they weren't happy with steady money either, and all arrows are pointing to higher markets right in the face of these big supplies. Talked to my friend Jim Felton out in Montana, and he had heard around that your great packers out of the great Northwest there are moving into some of those small areas where you have a few feedlots around, like Montana and places, and getting very aggressive to go back to the Northwest as they're running short on cattle. Box beef cutout values middle of the week turning lower, with choice cutouts down 61 cents at 226.97. Selects down 220 at 203.65. Your slaughter is going to be good for this week now that we've got out of the way of your holiday shortened weeks and back to a regular week. But through Wednesday, 356,000, and that's 1,000 more than the same week a year ago. You look at your real-time index on Beef Market Central for feeder cattle based on the 800-pound steer, set at 137.79 late on Wednesday, up 96 cents. And reporting here from the Grand Harbor Resort in Dubuque, Iowa, for the LMA convention, and all culminate to the World Championship Livestock Auctioneer Contest to be held on Saturday at Bloomington, Wisconsin. And we don't know who it's going to be this year. They've got 31 good contestants there. Could be Russell Sleep from Bedford, Iowa. Could be Jay Romine from Kentucky. Or it could be some sleeper coming in there. But it's always exciting to be at the LMA convention and the auctioneer contest. But look at some sales on Wednesday. Of course, the biggest in the nation, OKC West in El Reno, Oklahoma. 15,400 head for the 2-day sale, and nearly all of them yearlings on Wednesday there. But compare that 15,400 to the same week a year ago, they had 9,800 head. But feeders selling $2 to $5 higher. On Tuesday they had a much lighter test of calves selling $2 to $6 higher. But just impressive what they can do at El Reno there. Counting them up on Cattle Market Central, saw 64 drafts of steers of a load or more, and a lot of them multiple loads, 300 or 400 head in one draft. But just think about that, just swelling that ring over and over and over, full of big strings of feeder steers. But you look at the market report, the automated report on Cattle Market Central, and you see that $2 to $5 higher trend on those yearling cattle was right along with what we saw on the automated version there. But look at a couple of those weight groups. 2,419 head of steers in the 7 to 8 weight category, averaging 759 pounds at 142.13. And then on the 8 weight groups, 3,125 head. Most sale barns would kill to have that many cattle all together, cows and bulls included, but at El Reno they had 3,125 head of 8-weight steers, averaging 851 pounds at 134.39. Look at some other sales around. Didn't have a lot of big sales, even though Wednesday's our big day, but up there in Kearney, Nebraska at Huss Platte Valley Market, they had 2,100 head there, and the trend was $2 to $10 higher. We've got some big sales coming up on Thursday. Ogallala Livestock and Ogallala, Nebraska is having their big barbecue special on Thursday, expecting as many as 6,000 head or more on that sale. And right here on DV Auction, got a couple of big video sales. Western Livestock Videos having their internet sale on Thursday. So you guys way out west in California, the sale is going to be held at Cottonwood, California. You can bid right on dvauction.com or go to Western Video Market and tie into the console that way. Another sale they're having at Joplin Regional Stockyard, they're having their first prime time livestock video, and you can also view and bid that sale on DV Auction. A couple of individual quotes. Creighton, Nebraska at the Creighton Livestock Market sold 78 steers, weighed 779 pounds at 156. That's getting pretty close to 800 pounds there. And in El Reno, I picked out a premium load there. 64 head of 851 pound steers bring 143.50. That's your feeder flash for Thursday.